Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Rakdos Sacrifice. So, I'm trying a different version of Rakdos Sac with Alesha who laughs at fate. This card is actually pretty crazy when combo with the brand new, well not new anymore, but newly introduced in Tarkir, Rot-Curse Rakshasa. It's a 2-mana 5/5, trampling demon, that's Decay, and whenever we attack, we have to sack it. But with Alesha, whenever we attack after, at the second main phase after we attacked, well, actually, at the end phase, after we attack, she has Raid, which means we can bring back a creature with mana value less than or equal to the her power, which is 2. Meaning we bring back the Rot-Curse, and bringing back a free Rot-Curse is insanely good, and this Rot-Curse also combos pretty well with Unholy Annex. So that's the whole idea of the deck is the typical 1-drop, 2-drop on the sacrifice side, but then we can kind of top off with Alesha, keep bringing back Rot-Curse, and it's a lot of bursty damage that kills our opponent rather quickly. So that's the whole idea of the deck. Now let's talk about the deck list. So turn 1, we got 4 Greedy Freebooter, 4 Spiteful Hexmage, and 4 Clockwork Percussionist, 12 1-drops to make sure we have something to play. If we're on the plate, there's a turn 1 tempo play that we can do. If we're on the draw and we gotta exile one of our opponent's creatures, we also have 4 Torch the Tower. Pretty important to fight rats, pretty important to fight a Landware Elf, all kinds of things, right? Torch the Tower is pretty useful. We also have 3 Final Vengeance, which is not a turn 1 play because you gotta sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Very useful in sacrificing the Curse Rove on a Spiteful Hexmage, or maybe sacrificing Disturbing Mirth. Going to turn 2, this is where this deck shines, because we have 4 Rot-Curse Rakshasa that we can just slam on turn 2, and we don't even care if we need to attack and sack, because, well, we'll bring it back with Alesha. And we also have 4 Disturbing Mirth, which can sacrifice the Curse Roll, sacrifice a Clockwork Percussionist, or a Greedy Freebooter, and we're gonna draw 2 cards, and when it dies, we can manifest Dread, right? So, a very important card piece in this deck, but it's an uncommon, so it's pretty easy to do. And we also have 4 Nowhere to Run, in case our opponent has, creatures. We gotta get rid of those creatures. They got nowhere to run. Alright, so that's our turn 1, turn 2. Going into turn 3, we have Alesha who laughs at fate. So, the way we want to play this deck is basically to turn 2 Rot-Curse, turn 3, attack with Rot-Curse. Most likely they're not going to block because it's Trample, right? So then Rot-Curse will die. We play Alesha, second main. At the end phase, Raid triggers and brings Rot-Curse back. So that's the whole idea of this combo piece kind of running off on exactly that turn. We also have 4 Unholy Annex. Unholy Annex is great because 1, it combos with Rot-Curse, which drains our opponent, and if Rot-Curse is attacking for 5, and then afterwards we are draining for any more damage, our opponent is going to die very quickly. But we can also have a late game card in the Ritual Chamber. Just get a 6/6 demon out. And you'd be surprised how important 6/6 Demon could be in a deck that looks to be all very short, very sort of aggressively undercosted. Yeah, this 6/6 can help us get some wins. Then, finally, we have 2 Leyline of the Void. A lot of times what I feel like is, in the current metagame, it's either aggro or some sort of graveyard combo deck. So, 2 Leyline of the Void can definitely stop almost all graveyard combo decks. But what's great about Leyline is, if it's an opening hand, we get to cast it for free, and if we don't need to use it against any particular opponent, well, it could be sacrificed to Final Vengeance, to Torch the Tower, to Disturbing Mirth, and it's very difficult for our opponent to interact with a Leyline of the Void as an enchantment because they don't want to have to target it, and we get to sacrifice it for additional values. So that's what I think about this card. But of course, because we don't have that many cycle cards, like a draw and discard or loot draws, we only have 2 Leyline instead of 4. Normally I will have 4 just to make sure I top deck it, or not top deck it, but I have it in an opening hand, but not with this deck. And then the land base. We're going to have 20 lands, obviously, because very short, 1-drops, 2-drops, maybe a little bit of 3-drops, but that's it. We get a lot of impulse draw on Clockwork Percussion, and we get a lot of just burst draws in Disturbing Mirth. Burst draws in that we draw 2 cards right away, right? So we should be able to draw into the lands that we need with just 20 lands in the deck. So we got 3 swamps, 3 mountains, and you might think, hey, there's a lot more black lands than red, or black pips than red pips. Is 3 mountains and 3 swamps a good split? And the reason for that is because we have 4 Blazemire Verge. This Verge starts off on black, and it only turns red when we have a swamp or a mountain. So technically we have 7 swamps, and 3.5 mountains, because it turns red eventually. So that's kind of why it's okay to have a 3-3 split, in my opinion. We also have 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 4 Sulphurous Spring to make sure that our, we can play our turn 1, turn 2 play. And there's only 2 tap lands in the deck. Restless Vents, which are mana lands, can help us cycle, can help us push damage because it is menace. But I'm always fearful, because whenever you have a Restless Vent in your aggro deck, or Restless anything in your aggro deck, you're gonna draw it in turn 1 and you're gonna have tap lands. I hate that's the way all arena games go, but we're gonna have to try it out because it's a pretty important land in the deck. So let's go into the games and see how we will do. Alright, our opponent is the Eric Jin 40. Hello, Eric. We go first. I got a Leyline, so I guess I keep, but I got nothing else to play. Pretty scared. So let's hope I draw into something, because otherwise I have nothing to play. Blue-white. Siren. I don't have a turn 2 play anyways. Don't have a turn 2 play, so we're going to torch his creatures. Prof. It's going to be pretty annoying here. Wait till he targets. Ah, come on. Torch. Torcherinos. Alright. We'll annex here. Extra card draw might be important. And Leyline is actually pretty good against the Oculus, because he's not Oculusing me. Second prompt. Gets rid of the first. Alright, we get to play the Percussionist. And we'll attack. He lets that happen, so we will then play the Mirth. Maybe we'll get a Spell Pierce here. It's not too bad to get Spell Pierce, I think. There it is. Because we still have the Annex that will continuously give us card draw. And we're forcing him to play his stuff. FOMO, alright. He's definitely not getting the Delirium with this. What did he discard? Oculus? Alright, insane. I guess he would never play the Oculus with the Leyline out like that. He's got 2 mana. I could Alesha here. What could be the counter spell? Does he have another Spell Pierce? I'm not going to be able to bring it back unless I attack, right? We'll go for the attack. Maybe he has a removal? I don't know. He's letting this damage through. If he's letting the damage through, then no point in playing Alesha here. I think we just play another... we'll play a Greedy Freebooter. And then... I think Alesha might just get got here. Would this deck run Temporary Lockdown? It hurts him a lot more. I don't think he's going to do that. And I'm not as afraid of a FOMO as I am perhaps like the Flying Dude. Okay. What else you got? Attack. Freebooter blocks. get a treasure and I scry 1. I think that's all pretty good here. Ooh, a Rakshasa. Not easy to fight a Rakshasa, that's for sure. Would he have a counter spell? I mean, I'm not really... There's no haste in attacking with any of these, so... Well, attack with the 2 Clockwork Percussionists. See if he wants to do anything here. Seems like he doesn't. Alright, we'll play the Rakshasa. He's letting the Rakshasa out, so... Maybe it's not a good idea to play the Alesha and just get that countered. Now this deck runs Spell Pierce. I don't know what other kind of counter spell he may have. 3 mana could be a Get Lost. Maybe he's waiting for a Get Lost. Alesha here only brings back... Nah, and it's not really worth it. Let's... Sack a Percussionist. Let's see what he does to the final vengeance. Get another Percussionist out. And now we drain. Cool. I'm pretty sure he's hoping for like a Get Lost on the Leyline. There's a Scholar. It will be a 4-4. It won't be easy to fight through that 4-4 here. No, it won't be... Well, it'll still be a 4-4. Drops a Helping Hand. Tursa. Discards 2 cards. Only discards 1. So it'll only get a 5-5 here. Oh no, it just pumps on a Tursa. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. Sure. No attacks. Do I put the Hex Mage on the Rot-Curse here? I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I just attack with a 2 Percussionist. Let me attack like this. I honestly don't care if he blocks or not. Alright, he took the damage, so we can Alesha. It's a little bit tricky, huh? Good to bring back a Freebooter. Does allow me to scry. I draw a land. I'm at 18. Can he deal 18 damage with this board here? He draws a lot of cards on the Steamcore Scholar, maybe, but oh boy. Leyline the Void got us the game. Take that, Reanimator. Alright, our opponent is Navari. Never re. Oh, he's gonna never re me? Okay, well, this hand. It's something. We'll start off by being greedy. And he didn't play anything, so... Do we Rot-Curse here? Just to fit the curve. I think we Hex Mage here. Because I only have one spell to play. Picnic ruin. Oh man, don't ruin my picnic like that. Alright, since I already have this land, I don't think I care as much. We just vengeance this. Yes. Take a bunch of damage. It's gonna ruin more picnics? Is he gonna pump it right now? Oh, he's gonna give it haste. Wild Ride, double strike. That's wild. That is pretty wild. Alright, well, we got Unholy Annexed it. No, what I'm saying. I gotta know where to run it right now before it gets pumped. Or maybe I can try to catch it off guard. I mean, if he has a toughness buff, then I kind of just lose it, right? We'll get his damage in. I have lethal next turn. He doesn't lethal me right here. Okay. I guess he's got burn spells. That's his plan. Nope. GG. Did not like to play out the lethal. Alright, our opponent is the Aggro Craig. I wonder what kind of deck he's going to play. I don't think it matters. I'm getting one land. To keep a one lander. Yeah, you know what? I didn't get a land last time. I'm not going to get a land this time. This will be fun. Never doubted myself. Never doubted myself for a second. Alright, we'll get the Freebooter down. I think I want to sack the Freebooter more. And the Percussionist goes pretty well with Alesha on the same turn. If I need to get there. This is a good card to have. Three mana, nothing. Alright. How much do I want to put out the Annex on a 3 mana nothing? Three steps ahead. Really? Do we just keep throwing out threats? Yeah, let's just keep throwing out threats. If he counters every turn, we get somewhere with our board. Long goodbye, huh? I haven't seen that card in a while. I let that go. Do I annex here? I am running low on cards, to be honest. We'll get the Rakshasa down. That gets to drain him. Mind Splice. Yeah, I can't stop a Mind Splice here. That's potentially a problem. There's a forest? Whoa. Our opponent's playing an interesting deck. He has a forest. He's gonna take all that damage. Aetherize to bounce it all to my hand. Play the Rakshasa first. Reload. Don't have an artifact kill, huh? Like a shatter in this deck? Bitter Triumph. You got it. If he wants to keep that card, it must be a very important card. Augury. Alright. I'm getting scared. All these kill spells, man. Forest. Do I want to let him surveil? He keeps those cards to the top. We unlock. What's this last card here? Can't be a doppelganger, that's an instant. I wonder what it is. Terra Thunder? It's not a card you will hold in your hand, right? In this town. My Leyline? Does he really care about the Leyline? Oh, he does know what his top card is, so that might be what matters. Weird. He really cared about the Leyline. Does that make it so that I want to play the Leyline out? He's got... I mean, of all the cards he could have bounced, maybe Leyline was the least useful card for him to bounce. What was the target? Oh no, he just paid 5 to bounce Leyline and the creature. Wouldn't the Hex Mage make more sense? I don't know. I'm just gonna play it back out. I don't need to play out the Alesha again. Pretty big robbery. But a lot of my spells are not instant sorceries. So let's see what he can do when he's at 3. Freebooter. Hex Mage. He does not get the treasure, and he does not get the token. Mirth. Sack the Hex Mage. Pretty good for him. Very bad for me. He's got 3 mana up, which could be a world of things. I have no idea what it could be, but we got there. Stupid Mind Splice deck. Learned your lesson. Alright, our opponent is Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd goes first. So, okay, is it? I'm not gonna block. He's just gonna Monster's Rage or do something else. Block? Nothing else? Nothing else is interesting. He's got 2 mana, nothing else. He's got red. We just annex here? I mean, can I really outpace a Swifty? I don't think so. You can buff it, but it still dies. Okay. Yo. Opponent what? I mean, Annex is gonna burn a lot of damage on me. Ha! 2 Leyline of the Void. Beautiful. Definitely don't need it against this opponent, and definitely don't need it now. He's got blue. He's gonna stock up. Pretty good card to have here. Torch my Percussionist. Alright, well, I mean, like, I don't really like that happened, but it is what it is. Now I can start the draining. That's a weird Izzet deck. He didn't done anything. He has a torch in his deck. Stocks up again. Gutsy move. Swifty. Storm Chaser's Talon. Okay, so this card can't block, but I guess our opponent doesn't know that it can't block. Which is kind of funny. Torch that. Okay, tap land. Greedy Freebooter. He is at 8. We could kill him with an attack? No. No, I can't kill him with an attack. That's only 7 damage. Yeah, getting pretty big. Why did he not attack with the Quarry Steel Cutter creature? Also, why is he playing his Opt? Alright. I mean, we can always have just like the worst opponents. And we can try to cheese out a win that way. Is a Percussionist better? Or is the Annex better? Annex is a demon. A demon that flies. Alright, he used up his mana. I mean, Leyline of the Void would have helped. It was in an opener, but it was not, so here we are. Lights. It does make them play all of their spells right now, which none of these are too scary. I'm at 17, right? None of these are too scary. Double Slight. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is it? Get the F out of here. Learn how to play the deck first, man. Alright, our opponent is Whale Tall. Whale Tall? Whale Tall. Veil Tall goes fast. Okay, we got an Annex, we got Percussionist. Life Gain. And Sanctifier. Oh boy. This ain't gonna be easy. Hawk. Gotta be careful with what they have. Do we Mirth here? They can go real big real quick. If I attack and he blocks, what happens? I kill his board. This is pretty good. Yeah, we get 1 damage in. Slows him down a bit. Sack the Percussionist. Draw 2 cards and we'll Mirth it up. Ooh, that sucks. I want Alesha. Linden. Oh boy. Oh boy, how do I kill this? And the answer is I really can't. I mean, I put an Annex in my field? I don't get to bounce it, but it is what it is, you know? It's gonna be a while. Vanguard? It is a 3-4. Not easy for us to fight a 3-4 here. What do I do? Freebooter. That attack. Maybe I should have attacked. Essence Channeler. Oh boy. It comes in, I gotta kill it, right? Gotta kill it right away. No counters on it yet. Double attack. Double attack makes me happy because what can I do here with the double attack? I can go to blocks. We will... Well, how do I want to block this? I block and I sack the Freebooter. Don't need to sack the Freebooter to do this, right? I just burn it. Mirth. I get a treasure. Yeah, Mirth is a good card. Let's be honest here. Mirth is a pretty good card, right? Ritual Chamber. We'll get a 6-6. Hopefully it fights a 3-3, okay. Sanctifier. It does have Shelter. I was thinking like maybe it has Shelter. So with a Freebooter. I think we Mirth first. Not the best. Not the worst, but also not the best, right? So I don't think it's worth it to put the Rot-Curse out, so let's put a Percussionist. Maybe we can get some exile. His Leyline really helped him, unfortunately for us. I get another Percussionist. I gotta dig deeper, I think. Hexmage. Nowhere to run. Not quite. So I can Hexmage to Hexmage. can put out the Rot-Curse here. Like an Unholy Annex. I think Annex. Even though it's just a land draw, it might be important in the long run. Got him. Not that we won, but hey, it might get us somewhere, right? It's the absolute minimum. Four. Demon, please. Thank you. We're at 7. You're gonna draw his third shelter. Essence Channeler. Not the third shelter, but still scary. Yeah, still scary. Let's unlock. And we're gonna have to play the Rot-Curse. I can only get... I don't have black instant speed spells, so... I think it'll be okay. Do I attack for 6? I think the backswing will kill me. Let's just drain him. This drain will be effective for some time. It's gonna be a big board. Oh, okay. He wants to attack and trade. So we kill this, they lose their lifelink, but the Essence Channeler will be pretty big. We drew a land. I am drawing 3 cards a turn, so maybe I can do something with that. Decay. I do get a torch. I get a Restless Reef. So now the Essence Channeler can't block, and if it attacks, it dies. This is a good blocker. Let's attack with the Hex Mage. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back somehow. Sarah Paragon. You kidding me right now? I guess we're not bringing it back. Like, I draw 3 cards a turn and I could not get the right cards. Okay. This will be 4. That's kind of important, right? This will be 4 damage. He can't block with the Essence Channeler. And it has Decay. Do I want to torch this turn just to do this Mirth? 27, right? This is going to bring him down to 30. Not 27 enough. I mean, when you gotta go, right? Mirth. We gotta kill the Paragon, it's pretty important. I don't really mind this block. Boy, was that greedy. Okay. So then we can use this Mirth. Well, I'm gonna have to play the Rakshasa. So this Mirth, Rakshasa, Torch on Paragon. I think that's fair. Sack this Mirth. Draw 2 cards. One of these are land. The other one is also a land. We get the Rakshasa. Sack the Mirth. Important to get that gone. So he doesn't get the Paragon. That was such a good draw for them. If I deal 1 extra damage, they will lose all their pumps. What now, huh? Oh, well, let's see. Let me chump you. Because guess what? Now your big board are gonna be tiny boards. Boom. 2 1s. So weak. Another Rakshasa. Another Vent. Oh, and GG. Oh, we got through. We pulled it out at the end of the day. All that matters is the Annex. Man, we got us the game with the Annex. That's fun. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those sacrificial games, how does this deck feel? It's the Rakdos Mirth deck. It does this Rakdos Mirth things, and yeah, we're getting a lot of wins based on the combo that I said. Rot-Curse Rakshasa with Alesha means that we get a lot of damage early, and that's recurring. And then with Unholy Annex, we can start draining, and we can sometimes outpace those Izzet decks, those burn decks. It really comes down to whether or not we draw the right cards at the right time. But with this deck, because we have Mountain in our deck, Arena is incentivized to allow us to go first. So we are going first about at least 40% of the time. Normally it's about 10%, so 40% is a lot higher than normal. And with that, I think this deck does perform quite well. Right? I don't think there's anything I can cut in this deck or change in this deck. Obviously, if you don't like the Leyline of the Void, you can cut that and put more 1-drops or 2-drops that might have more tempo play. But I always am an advocate for Leyline because I hate graveyard decks. Well, I don't hate graveyard decks. I hate losing to graveyard decks, especially because if I had a Leyline of the Void, I know I would have been able to beat them. Then losing to them makes me feel very frustrated. So that's why I always have Leyline in the deck, or some sort of graveyard answer. If you want to cut the Leyline and put a Ghost Vacuum, that could also work, but Leyline is free and Ghost Vacuum is 1. And Leyline does not get hit by temporary lockdown, whereas in Ghost Vacuum might. So that's the reason why I swapped it out, and I think I've found middling success, but still success nevertheless. So it's a pretty fun deck. It is not top of the top tier, but it can put up some wins, and it puts up fight against some of the more aggressively statted top tier decks. So that's really all I want for decks to run until Final Fantasy comes anyways. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.